Hey folks, Kyle here with Backcountry Adventure Motorsports, and today we're going to be installing some hardcore AltRider accessories for the Honda Africa Twin. Alright, so to install the pillion seat plate and the rear rack plate, first thing we're going to do is we're going to remove the seat, then we'll remove the pillion seat, and I currently have a Touratech rack on. We're going to remove that as well. So I'm going to talk for a minute as to why I'm replacing the Touratech rack with the AltRider rack. As I said, I'm going to be replacing the pillion seat since I never have a passenger and I would like to carry some more gear. I'm going to put the pillion seat replacement rack on, but here's the main reason why I'm replacing the Touratech rack with the AltRider rack. As you can see, I've got the Roto Pax mechanism here to stack Roto Pax on, but the big reason is here, look how much bigger. I mean, it literally swallows and it moves around quite a bit as far as the space underneath. It is a lot larger rack and it's a lot thicker metal too. The Touratech is very thin, and the AltRider one is much thicker, so it's got better tie down points around. I mean, it's just a better rack in general. So with the two racks, I'll be able to put my Roto Pax fuel and storage boxes here, and then I'll put a bag here, and if I even need to stack something on top, I can do that as well. But you know, I think the two together will give me much more room than what I have currently with just the seat and this small Touratech rack. Alright, so I've removed the seat, and now I'm going to remove the pillion seat. It's very simple. There are two 10mm bolts right underneath here. It's easier if you have an extension. I use a battery powered ratchet just because I'm lazy and it's quicker. There's one. And there's two. So to remove the seat, you just pull it down and up, and it comes right out. Yours may look a little bit different, or it will look a bit different if you don't have electrical. I've got some Denali headlights, and so I've got the wiring kind of tucked back underneath the seat, and that will not get in the way whenever we decide to put this rack on. Okay, so I have Touratech luggage racks, and they mount under here and actually thread into the frame, and there's a nut that caps that off there to keep them from backing out. Now this is a very important step. If you don't have racks, not a big deal. You're gonna remove the bolts that are here, factory bolts. You're gonna put this bracket on, and you're gonna put the supplied bolts in, and you're done. In my case, what I did is I removed this one bolt because it's not long enough to be able to, you see here it's barely even threaded in, not long enough once I put this, so I had to go to a hardware store and buy some longer stainless steel bolts. Now that being said, it is threaded inside the frame there, and with my bolt it's not threaded all the way down. So what I had to do, in most cases those stainless steel bolts aren't going to be threaded all the way down, so what I had to do is I took a 9/32 drill bit and I drilled the threads out of that into the frame. So what I'll do is I'll push the bolt through and then cap it with some Loctite and a nut, and it will still be mounted to the frame, and it won't affect the security or anything like that. But I'm just gonna have to go with it that way and modify it just a little bit just to make everything work together, because Touratech and AltRider don't play nice with each other, and they don't not that it's AltRider's fault, but if you look at Touratech here, they barely even give you enough to even thread the bolt that's supplied with them onto the nut. So if it would have been longer in the first place, we wouldn't have had an issue. So anyway, so I'm gonna do that real quick. I'll take this bolt out, drill the threads out, and I'll mount this bracket up and show you how it turned out. All right, so like I said, I got those bolts in, I got the nuts on top of them, I got this bracket on, it's solid. With this front bracket, all you do is you use the original 10mm bolts and you put those back in, and then from there we're going to put the plate on and put the 4 provided bolt fasteners in that. All right, so I got the 4 screws in the plate. It's looking pretty good, and I removed my Touratech rack. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to mount up the AltRider rear rack. All right, so I put the 4 bolts in. They're held on by nuts and washers on the bottom. You see those there. Got them all tight and torqued down, and I think it's going to look pretty dang good. I think it's going to work out great. Got the seat back on. Super easy install. It took me about 15 minutes.